This is Urban Van Life Philly, coming to you from a moved out van. Put my seats back in. I moved out of the van officially maybe 1 or 2 weeks ago. I was living in the van in Philadelphia from March 20th, roughly, to about the first or second week of August, maybe August 7th. It was a Monday I moved out, 2019. It was a great experience. You know, there was parts in the beginning where I was really considering stopping right away. Like my first day, I was looking basically for apartments at the local library on Facebook Marketplace, just because sorry, there's somebody like straight up pulling up next to me here. I'm gonna roll the window up, don't want to freak them out. I was considering leaving just right away because it was cold as heck when I started in March. It was like 30 degrees at night, really hard, even with a heating instrument, propane tank for an hour. Got cold right away. Even wearing a sleeping bag, still pretty cold. Yeah. So I'm glad I did it. If you're considering doing van life, just do it. Your purposes are different. Like my purposes were to save money, and I recently had to put a new fuel pump in the van and a coolant pipe / temperature gauge. That's a lot of money, a lot more than I thought I was going to take. So it's like, why are you trying to do it? I was trying to do it to save some money, and you can and you cannot depending on where you're living on. But I wanted to more talk about things I wish I did during it, or things I would have done differently. I wish, one, I would have had more of my internal setup prepared, thinking about cooling the van in the summer. If I had that prepared before I moved in, that would have been great. Different things like utilities of food, kind of wish I did. I wish I used more bungee cords to bungee cords really helped keep my shelving against the wall rather than bouncing all over the place. And there's like a bungee cord you could see on my bike, possibly, keeping that from twisting. That bungee cord could have prevented my bike cover from tearing up. Yeah, and there's just, I wish I kind of put more time into videos, trying to build this up, maybe got a better camera, been a little bit more strategic about that, just depending on who you are. If you like to document things, I think we're in a world where even each person has something valuable to share. Like, I wasn't trying to share things that I thought were commonly talked about van life that were already on YouTube. I was trying to talk a little bit more context of urban van life when I did. Wish I maybe got a nicer camera, maybe wish I had a little more context of what I was going to be setting up a weekly video, maybe. Just been a little bit more diligent about that. And there's a part of me also, as last, is maybe connecting with more people, being a little bit more sporadic, but really my intentions were a little different than people looking for a little more freedom. I was trying to get out of debt, trying to save some money, was working a lot more. And it's strange being in an apartment right now in Philadelphia because I'm only really in there for work. So it almost seems like ridiculous to have or be in an apartment right now because I'm just working so much. But I am starting a new teaching job, and I'm really excited to share that. I'm planning on continuing to document that in the most helpful way. I'm going to be teaching an autistic support classroom for a preschool starting full-time. So I wanted to get out of the van so I didn't have to transition during the winter because I wasn't trying to persevere through the winter. Wanted to be already out of the van before starting teaching. So I'm in a parking lot. I'm about to go to my training for this new position through a specific agency. So I'm really excited. So Urban Van Life is transitioning into preschool life, and I'm really excited. I hope you want to be a part of that too. Hope to develop a nice community, learn a lot from people that watch, learn a lot about people I'm working with, just learning about the craft and just trying to get better and being able to also give back. So Urban Van Life was great. I would do van life again. This doesn't mean it's over forever. Lots of other dreams. Even like to do boat life. Have you ever seen people do boat life? Would be very open to that. sometime. But there's a certain time and season when I started van life, I was thinking of working less. I wasn't thinking about getting out of debt as much. I was thinking about working part-time even when I first got into van life. I would definitely do it again. I would love to do it more with like a partner. If I get married, looking for someone that would love to do van life, travel. I was considering even teaching online this year, teaching like a cyber school classroom, teaching during the day, maybe traveling to a new place once a week, and exploring the area, meeting new people. But really happy with some musical artists I'm working with right now. Check out Marielle Craft, Wilmington, Delaware, Craft with a K. Moral Code, really great alternative punk band. And those are just opportunities hard to let go right now. So maybe in the future I'll do it. I'd love to do it with somebody else though. I've already seen the country. I've already traveled cross country once before. But I'd love to do it more long-term context. So this is Urban Van Life Philly, signing out for now. Join me for Preschool Life Autistic Support Classroom. Much love, y'all.